Done? Right, so first and foremost, want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, we say double honors to the apostles and elders that brave that rule well, our teachers, our apostles in the truth. We say salutations to the Akamas, the pushing on truth and say day in and day out. No constantly in season or season, we say Shalom. Once again, we also hear the prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, the downfall of Esau. You understand? I prophesy, you know, and bring forth the things that are foretold to come, right? Hey, we outside here, you know, rain falling, and here, our theory and that's what into mind is that will be the tears of the people in America fall, you know? That will be the tears of the people in America fall because they so love this place, right? But again, you know, as the Lord said, to be in season or not season, no matter what, once you're able to do it, once you're able to do your work, you're coming to do it. And when the rain falls, it didn't fall and all that bad that we had also still, that flood and so forth.
No storm or nothing.
Yeah, even though we know that the spot that we're in, it has flood when rain get heavy, but at the end of the day, the Lord's work and the Lord's will must be done, right? So again, you know, as we come outside here, the prophesy, and one of the things, this is hard, right? One of the things that I was watching this week, I don't know if anybody else see it, was a chick, right? She was burnt. Some Edomites burnt she up in her car. You know, I think they throw light and fluid and things on China, right? Okay, see that? You didn't see that?
No, I see that one.
Oh, alright. It's about, I think it's yesterday. Yesterday I done seen the article where they burnt she up in her car now, right? And to be honest with you, when you see that, you can eventually see the race, what's going to happen. It's the same way, if you notice, if anybody taking it nearby, you notice that how the Black Lives Matter protest going on, right? Esau don't like that. Esau started to come out to protest against them. Esau started to come out to protest against all lives matter. You know? Even the KKK come out in the foot kit, in the hoodie down. You know, they come out to protest. You understand? And I just to show you that hey, this place will unfold soon.
If I can say, you see, I have a lot of Edomites who are actually using the protest to their advantage. Because there's some so-called whites with so-called blacks protesting together.
Yeah.
But they're not protesting because they care about black. Some of them not protesting because they care about black lives. They're doing it because it's beneficial to them.
Yeah.
Because they know they might get a chance to loot and take something. You understand?
I saw some you have to shut back. When we looted, you see police looted. So.
And I think I see a picture or a video or something, and I see I think a person to do a video on it, and he was showing a black woman, and he was seeing also the white people there, and all of them going along with the march.
Yeah, them number two, that Esau infiltrate everything. You understand? So even I think when you go back to who created Black Lives Matter, it was Edomites. I think so. Yeah. When you go back to the who funded and so forth, it's Edomites, obviously. So that's a straight shot. That is why. If you notice now, all of a sudden the Black Lives Matter incorporated with LGBT. All of a sudden they go hand in hand. Like how? That wasn't the purpose. Right. But there's a straight that it infiltrated. You understand? They always hang out with the youth, yeah. Let's just say somebody the so-called white people that see in protesting, they don't need to be white. They can be Jake as well. So just the outer appearances of Esau. Right? Or something here. This is Matthew 12 verse 26. They say, and if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. Let's say, how shall then his kingdom stand? And they don't see how the kingdom fallen because they divided among themselves. You understand?
Let's say too, what that division and the same level KKK coming out the side. The lawyer here, other nations are going to come out, but they're stuck too, right? So you know, coming out to the end here, you're going to have that celebration back again. They're going to have as you say nation against nation, so you're going to have something to them. Instead of how it was before, you find, as you say, the Jakes on one side, KKK on one side, the Asian might be on one side, CM, and after a while, they start segregate, and that's how you get nation against nation. And after them coming up, you're not sort of shun America already. Europe closed the borders to America. Anybody who's American or a visitor from America who passed to America, they don't let them in Europe. Go to Europe. decided to come against Samuel.
So you're seeing all this kingdom crumbling. You know, everything is crumbling until it falls. Like if you watch a wall before it falls, you see it crumble, it cracks. You see it. And then you see the crumbles here, it's like a lane. You know, you start to see the things falling off from it, and that's what you're seeing with this kingdom. And eventually this will have a what? A great fall. And I understand this place is going to go through a great fall. If you can give me that understand? So you seen where, hey, and that eventually that is what going to happen. And you're going to have mass death and mass chaos. You understand? That is what you're seeing. All these people protesting, right? And some of them don't even know what's the reason why they're protesting. Some of them just outside it. Especially Jake. Jake just outside it. They just show that that they just falling straight into Esau's hand.
It's good mentality.
Yeah. But in the end, the scripture say Judah shall rise up. So that is what we're basically saying too. Again, all the prophecies playing out. You understand? So from that, as many brothers coming up, you're actually seeing some of these celebrities, some of the people actually started to talk now about the New Days Israelites. For instance, Ice Cube was heavily tweeting and talking about Israelite stuff. That we are the chosen people, these people wasn't saying, you know, and going into it and so forth. And they try to switch it on him, they try to make it look like he was a heretic. They try to make it look like if he was hacked, somebody hacked your account number. You understand? So you're seeing where you're actually seeing where people getting, you're seeing the knowledge outside here. Right? You're seeing it. So that again, all these things playing out right before our eyes. Right? All these things playing out before our eyes. Plagues, pestilences. You know? Uproars. Wars. All these things we see. The chip. They talk about the chip. Every week pass by, you're seeing something new. You're seeing some movie, some cartoon. You're seeing some advertisement. Them talking about something close to the chip.
Right now, I can much animes. Okay, you're into anime. Animes like have like the Neuralink.
Yeah.
Real animes have right now have Neuralink.
It's just for the little things, but
like also like virtual like virtual reality stuff now, and actually linking it with your mind, and you're getting to log into it and all these different things. You're seeing a lot of cartoons with that right now.
Yeah, good.
Starting way now. Like this is Mark 13, starting from 3. And as he sat down upon the Mount of Olives over against the temple, Peter and James and John and Andrew asked him privately, "Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign when all these things shall be fulfilled?" And Yahushua answered them, began to say, "Take heed lest any man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach."
So take heed that no man deceive you. Like something heavily, plenty people being deceived. You understand? And especially to the scriptures, plenty of them being deceived. Like for instance, there is this girl, she's deep in the church. Deep church. I tell her deep church. So you don't know the kind of mentality she has.
Kind of programming.
She's sharing stuff about the Black Lives Matter, right? But she agreeing with Esau. She agreeing with what Esau's saying. You understand? At the end of the day.
So you're agreeing with
What Esau doing justified.
you agree with that so-called white man?
Yeah, but enough
about a black couple.
Yeah. So what I'm doing justified. I think the people she's sharing, right? The people she's sharing to justify she matter is Candace Owens, which is a coon. The next fella, this next fella who so-called he say Trump is the greatest thing ever happened to this place. So you don't see the coons she listening to now, right? You know?
She done on that program and
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a heavy evil. A heavy evil.
And there's a story that it will always have them that will always be for this wicked place and for Esau. And no matter what they do, no matter what it is they're doing us on a daily basis, it's poisoning the food, poisoning the meat that they eat, poisoning the air, you know. all these things, and you'll still try to find some sort of excuse for them, you know, some sort of excuse you'll find for them. You don't want to bring them into salvation too.
But if it's their own people, they wouldn't fight for them. So,
like I had a conversation recently with one of my cousins. Like he's saying, but what about black and black crime? I said, what about white and white crime? What about Chinese on Chinese crime? You don't hear nothing about that. But it happening, and some of them are still more. The reason why J crime promoted is because they just make more money off that. You understand? And that is what the world wants to hear. You remember something. The reason why that is what will be the forefront of something about topic like black and black crime is because they make money off of it. They want to hear it. They want to promote it, and these other nations do what? They look down upon us. So obviously when they hear black and black crime, what Jesus fucking what Jesus
low light,
so on, so you know. So that is what it is. So when I ask him, I say, well, what am I crime? He can't answer. I say, what about Chinese on Chinese crime? What about Elam on Elam crime? Because I either might just run in a school and shoot up the school. But you don't hear about that.
you hear about it once in the news and after that
you
it
don't
died.
hear about it again. So what about that?
As you said, a little headline, I like it.
Yeah.
So and they said, oh, by the way, the weather is very good today. And they changed topic.
And they change topic, yeah.
Well, if it was opposite, if it was
you want to hear that for the whole week.
The whole week. But all the whole week, picked out by that man Facebook, the whole body people
Yes.
and news and
Like for instance with the media, that is to show how the media is one of the tools, right? When I got a little while back, CNN and BBC and them, every time a black person dead, they used to go and find a mug shot.
Yeah, boy.
They never used to post a normal picture of the person and they if you had to go back 20 years and put, they will give back a mug shot picture. Until people start to realize and until them blast them about it. You know? And with the white crime, they posted no mug shot. But these people are mug shots too. So you just see how they use the media to promote this, but you know these are who? The enemies. So you would expect nothing other than that. You'd expect nothing other than them promoting what? Wickedness. Right? Why not?
yeah, as you were saying about the deceive, and you talk about the woman that you talk about. Some many like that outside there, let's call them Judas goat, right? So when you search Judas goat, you say a Judas goat is a trained goat used in general animal herding. The Judas goat is trained to associate with sheep or cattle, leading them to a specific destination. In stockyards, a Judas goat will lead sheep to slaughter while its own life is spared. Right? Judas goats are also used to lead other animals to specific pens and onto trucks. They have fallen out of use in recent times but can still be found in various small slaughterhouses in some parts of the world. So she is like a Judas goat. She's gonna lead you to slaughter while her life is gonna be spared. And there are many of them outside there that little cliques that are gonna pull. You realize you have a good argument going on, 10 people nice, and one person gonna lead the argument somewhere where they want it to, and everybody will start to say, yeah. That's basically a Judas goat. And you know where the Judas come from. So yeah, go for even for that on what Judas.
If I can say that, you know, that whole thing is something so you see from since the start. They say even men like Martin Luther King and so forth, they say even them was Judas goats. They used to put them in front to lead the people in that state of calmness so that they could be able to control them. They also had somebody in front of the people who would follow and they manipulate that person to make sure that they keep them under control.
And you notice that person always louder than everybody else, always have different and if you can want to kind of on show and listen to the argument, you find them starting to lean towards the Judas goat. So wherever it is going.
That's a save the own us.
Yeah. Always. Verse 6, Mark chapter 13, verse 6. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Verse 7, and when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars,
Yes, so when you hear of wars and rumors of wars,
be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not yet be. Verse 7.
Excuse please, I'm really listening to the argument. Please, if anybody have there, please. Yeah, I appreciate that. I said the most blessed place to see the church and the girl off.
Yeah, this is Mark 13, verse 7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet.
And the end shall not be yet. So this will show you that the end will come and we have plenty things to go through. Wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes, all these things that eventually going to come. You understand? And hey, what we see, every day pass, everything is seeing more.
Something escalating.
Something escalated.
Right now, remember last week we talked about that India and China have a war for all piece of mountain. And it's everywhere you go is something.
That's what we see, you understand? That's what we see.
Well, verse 8, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows.
These are what?
The beginnings of sorrows.
So this is just the beginning. This is just the start. You already into it going, but you cannot catch a drift. If you talk about earthquakes, right? You talk about just one more time, right?
Yeah. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be earthquakes in diverse places.
So that's what we say, like India and China, like kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. You understand? So we see that.
Because I mean, as I said earlier, if you are this year against America, this is look come here. You don't want to let it. Like guns are ready to nation against nation.
If I just say a quick, you see, like when you see earthquakes and so forth. I have a page that is watch on YouTube, call them the two preachers, and they're showing like different disasters happening all over the world and things. You'll be surprised how much, just for this month alone.
Plenty. And the thing is, they're not highlighting it in the media. Because that don't matter. Right now, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
And that just to show how heavy it is that. And that is just the forefront because they would always do something to cover up something, to hide something that they got. Like when it had, when the ships was passing going to Venezuela, when we had was coronavirus, things to cover up. They could not go outside, you know. Also, all these things taken, hey, watch me. If you're still asleep, it's time to wake up.
And as you mentioned, the way how the system set up, like Trinidad have their waters. Even though America come and go over there, they have to pass Trinidad waters. So they will have to notify. Still, I mean, we can't stop them because, but they have to notify the nation of security. Who does let them know this is a rainy area, keep away wherever it is, away from our side or wherever it is, and they will go through Trinidad waters. But if we already know about it, why we just say, hey, by the way, we have so headed along, they don't say anything about it. People are very quiet.
Yeah, they have to because under sanctions,
Yeah,
they wouldn't do anything to interfere with that.
But that is true.
And I just show you, right? That sanction, not sure how heavy it is with that sanctions, right? It's that what the scripture say about Satan himself, about Esau, is that when the fall, what the other nation be saying, this is the man that made the nations to tremble. You understand? When countries say about our sanctions, they sort of they have bombing. You understand? So they get bombing one time because they don't know they're not going to be able to trade. The food prices going to raise, everything going to explode. Yeah, basically your whole economy going to explode.
Whatever, like you said, manufacturing and stuff. People who like to they need to bring in raw materials and things for certain things. They know if they get sanctioned, they're not going to get a rate from them or vice versa.
And that doesn't show you the power that Lucifer have. This man, you know? Yeah. That is a breakdown. And that scripture that gets some people tired, right? It's just the man that make the nations tremble, and that is the answer right there. This is the man.
That is the man.
They just spread, this is the man. And as Sanction is seen where that sanctions up is a heavy, this is show you a powerful thing too, that's to show you how the power that they have. That they really made the nations tremble, like when recently with the oil, remember with the oil, see what Trinidad? When they hear America go past sanctions, what going on? Everybody said they get bombed.
Shake the back off one time.
Yeah. Because I was hearing something, a good bit of generations ago, well, you know when England was China, everybody come and wear that kind of thing. Pong was the ruler of the world. And when America come up, and they do all the things, now America dollar is dollar in the world. So that also show you who's the man. Because his dollar is king.
Who's the one in charge?
So when you say, you show that he's a great man, that's fun.
When we think about it, anytime America pass sanction here, and nobody can trade with you. Nothing can come in your country, you know.
Your country couple live.
Yeah, you have no dealings unless the unless a country that don't deal with America deal with
They
it.
do it.
And how much of them have?
Yeah. I remember they put some sanctions on North Korea. And he like, alright.
Yeah.
They put sanctions for testing missiles. He said, okay, next day let go 3-4 months.
That doesn't show that even the scripture say the weak shall say the strong. You understand?
So you can visit with them. He launched a missile like Korea testing missile. You do sanctions, and then but then he still getting his stuff.
Nature of all your complications.
Yeah, man. But I think about it. Remember, that certain countries, they're already so allied with each other against America. They don't really care. Like Russia at the time with North Korea and so forth, and China.
And
They don't care.
No, you just start to see they pull in aside and they coming together.
They're doing their own thing. So they don't have to rely on America anymore.
For example, the only reason why America and Russia Venezuela yet is because they know Russia and
Venezuela.
China. Yeah, Russia and China link with them. Because you know he could start a little war there and he ain't want to get no war with them.
If it wasn't for that, like in the past, just like it's like Iraq that doesn't go in the country.
This Joel chapter 3 verse 9.
Can.
It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Right? It says, prepare war. It says, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. So the weak nations that what you would once consider, the nations that you would once consider weak, now everybody have what? Missiles. Everybody testing missiles. Now long to India, which was once a nation, the other countries would laugh at because they wasn't high tech. Now they have what? Missiles. The weak nations, now they're strong. That way you say, maybe we can be mighty men. They don't come to war.
And if I can say, I can know the churches there's used that scripture wrong, and they say, let the weak say, I am strong, whereas now you're strong in the Lord. It wasn't talking about that.
Yeah, because this is the word Gentiles. I think Gentiles meaning that the owner, right? Yeah, meaning the Greek-speaking Jews. You understand? They use and think it's that now. I mean, they don't even know the meaning. They even know the breakdown of Gentiles, right? But I'm gonna correct myself one time. They don't even know the meaning of breakdown. When they say what Gentiles, I'm thinking it's them.
God.
You understand?
They don't know what you mean.
They know the separation.
Yeah, they don't know the separation between the two Gentiles and so forth. As a matter of fact, they didn't even know the one Gentile. So they wouldn't even know the separation. They think if there's Gentiles, it's everybody. Who
not from the so-called Israelis who they are right now.
No, they don't even know that. They think Gentiles is them that don't know the scriptures. Meaning that the Gentiles means everybody. You understand? Them that don't have. This is how it is here.
Yeah.
This is how it is for them. He's a Gentile, and when they wake up, when they get the Bible, then he's a Christian.
Yeah, when they come to their Christian truth, they're not a Gentile.
Yeah.
Gentile people who not in Christian.
Yeah.
They can, but they just view the people who are Israel right now as the Israelites.
Yeah.
So anybody who not of them are the Gentiles automatically.
So even the people who call themselves Semitic people, they don't understand that they are not, because Semitic people are come from Shem, the Shemites, and they say this. So it's a whole next thing by itself.
And they even think that like only Israel is Shemitic. For them, only Israel is Shemitic. Esau not Shemitic, Elam not Shemitic.
Just by jumping that age and putting that Semitic, I don't know where that lost in the tradition.
That probably the modern version, how to say it.
That is changing the whole thing. And what did I say?
You just can't laugh too much because we was once, knowing in times past we were once Gentiles. We were once in that situation.
What you know saying there?
Yeah.
They say, well, when they go to church, oh yeah, all of us Gentile before, but now all in the church, so all in that Gentile.
Yeah, that's how they break down is with the Gentiles. So when they read that, them thinking is them, you know, come back to power. You understand? But I just saying that the weak ones that which once they considered weak, now they become more great. You understand? A man like Kim Jong-un testing out hydrogen or whatever, he just bomb. Remember that? When he the first man to do that, you know?
The whole world was like, what? Shut the fight.
Fuck, bombing.
Are we something already?
Yeah, go ahead.
The back of what you're saying, they say the Revelation 17, verse 16, right? It say, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, it say, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Them that are once on a line with them shall turn on them. They shall what? Hate them? Hate you? So you don't see what is going to happen to America. You see it in the movies. America is proclaim their own downfall in the movies, and people don't fail to realize that. You know, everybody talking about, come back to what we were talking about with the Simpsons, right? They posting everything about the Simpsons, but the Simpsons have an episode where America fall and was burned down. Why didn't show that? That going to happen too. You understand? That going to happen too.
A lot of things in Simpsons because with the Trump election and other things.
Yeah, but they just them.
But they already know.
They already know the agenda.
They already know something.
You understand? They're thinking that when America do fall, they will rise back up from the dirt like a phoenix. You know they say when the phoenix fall, it will rise back up greater.
Yeah.
They're thinking that is the mentality of what America going to happen today.
We are impoverished, but we shall rebuild.
Yeah. Understand? Yeah, that is what they say. They show down, we shall rebuild. But, you understand?
Not this time.
Not this time.
That was one of them.
Malachi 1.
That be a Malachi 4.
Malachi 1, 5.
Micah.
Malachi 1, 4, 5 or something like that. Malachi
Yeah.
1, 4, 5. Yeah.
It's Malachi chapter 1. I will read from verse 1. It said, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel and Malachi. I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord, yet I love Jacob. And that's such a heavy thing, and that's just how the Spirit is. Because just this week I was reading somebody saying that the Lord don't hate. That the Lord have no hate. So I don't know why people hate each other for. Because the Lord is love. You understand? But somebody come in the comments and tell them, yo, but the Lord is here. And say, well, what happened to Esau? Because like somebody who know the truth now. Say, what happened to Esau? You understand? And they just chops. Because oh yeah, and I remember who it was. This particular person that feel they know so much, right? But them still believe in the fallen angels and so forth. You understand the concept of coming? But the Sophie doesn't know so much. She always posting things on the Israelites and saying that the Israelites, you know, they have a little bit of truth about it.
The worst thing to correct is what I don't know.
Yeah, but that doesn't show you how, that doesn't show you the concept is now.
What?
So she posts something that the Lord said to love. Then, hey, I don't know about love like this. And I think of somebody from, not IUIC. He's the next one in China, GOCC. Somebody from GOCC come on the page and body, yo, so what happened to Esau? And like she's shocked. She couldn't answer the question.
But
because the Lord said,
because if you tell her to come and person, she's so busy.
Yeah.
Wait time.
Yeah.
So that, but she just shocked.
I mean, she know. You understand? So then,
cut you one day.
one time they got cut. And I think he even tells you about, he said even when David said, hate them that hate thee. So we're talking about you're not supposed to hate and so forth. The scripture say hate them that hate thee. So one time the cut was heavy. And this doesn't show this spirit here.
Like you say, the Lord hated sinners.
Yeah, oh God. So the Lord said the Lord hated all abomination.
God.
So what abomination is who? Not LGBT?
So why can't you?
If the Lord say he make in the image and so forth and he gets jealous, he's jealousy.
Same thing.
Same thing with us. We don't get jealous.
You just do it in righteousness.
Yeah. It say here, I have loved you, said the Lord. Yet he say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord. Yet I love Jacob. And I hated Esau. Right? It say, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dead dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return to and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts. Right? Thus said the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever. So the Lord hated these people forever. So the bell, the Lord shall throw down. So that is just come back to you saying, they always have a concept that when they fall, that they would well back. That is something they always have a concept of.
Like I said, that's why the high with the goal, that's why the high The seed vault.
The seed vault in
Wow.
Antarctica. Is that Antarctica? Eh?
Some
It's in the
some
cold,
yeah,
it's in
some
the
of
cold.
the Arctic.
It's in
I'm
the
not sure
cold.
exactly where.
Yeah, I think it's in the Arctic or one of them places, Antarctica. One of them places that have it. The seeds. And then there's the natural seeds that have it. There's the natural seeds. You have all these seeds that are natural, so you can understand you can understand that they already thinking that they know it's going to fall. Just to come back now and just replenish, you know.
Yeah, this is Romans 9, start from 8, right? Let's start from 7. Actually, start from 6. Not as though the word of God had taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel,
So they are not all Israel, but all Israel, right? Right.
neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
So it's in Isaac.
So yeah,
In Isaac.
Yeah,
Make it
chosen.
plain for who it is he chose. That's why when you say your forefathers, who they mentioned, right? You make it plain for Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They're straight line. Who come from Jacob after that?
12 children. Verse 8, and that is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
And we don't know it's for the seed, so we don't know what we're talking about.
So before I go further,
It's not a spiritual Israelite.
if you love all, why you have the children of the flesh, children of the promise? Then why you have a separation there that you say, alright, this is the children of the promise, a chosen line, a chosen seed. If you keep saying that you don't need, you love everything, right? So you have a children of the promise, which you say is not of the children of God, right?
Remember, that's after that, you never say any spiritual Jews?
Yeah.
You didn't say that then?
Spiritual Israel. I say
Spiritual
spiritual
Israel.
Israelite.
Spiritual
Talk
Israel.
about that. Spiritual Israelite.
Spiritual Israel.
You don't
That
have
was-
to get the lineage anymore.
That what I was trying to remember, spiritual Israel.
Verse 9, for this is the word of promise, at the time I will come and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, verse 11, for the children being not yet born, neither have done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. Right? So that before even going further there, he's saying basically before the children even born, they already have a purpose.
Predestined.
Right?
Yeah, that's to say that, right?
The election for those who are called and those who are not. So if you love all, why it wasn't all?
Why choose one race?
Why choose one?
And that's some racist to you? You find that some racist?
So I understand.
But you see, they play with words because
I don't understand.
when you